Guys, this was Tuesday, October 4th, and this was about 2 in the morning, and yeah, I'm dyeing my hair again. I didn't know I knew what color it was going to turn out, but I didn't know how aggressive or subtle it was going to be. But I decided to get some hair dye since when I was at the store, it was, I think, 2 for $7, so it was really cheap. Those scissors did not want to work, by the way. And I do want to make it really clear right now that the shirt that I'm wearing is very much not, I know the anti-vaxxers have stolen that phrase, but yeah, no, I am very much like, please go get vaccinated. Yeah, that is not for that. It's more for women's reproductive rights. I just wanted to make that really clear right out the get-go, because I know that the anti-vaxxers have taken that phrase and they're trying to use it in their own way. I'm not going to get into it. I could rant about that for a very long time. But again, it was like 2 in the morning, and I am not a professional. I very much am probably not applying this hair dye correctly, but it worked out fine, so I'm not mad. I actually really like this color. I think it looks really nice. The brown is still really there, but like you can see the red, burgundy in certain lighting, and I just think it looks really nice. It really warmed up that brown, and that brown was a really like chocolatey, dull brown. And while I like that color, it's really dull and boring, and I liked this. I liked adding this. It just made it look a lot nicer without it being too crazy, you know? Hey guys, today is Tuesday, October 4th. It is 5:05 p.m. and I have an Amazon package to open. So I got a couple of things, but most of them I opened already yesterday, and I did not video that, mostly because I forgot to. I got a new bed skirt, and I got some new pillowcases. One of them is way too big, but I figured I would just use one, because I like the other pillowcase that I have. It's very flowery, and I would just use the smaller one because it came with a big one, like one huge one and one normal sized one, and I'll just use the normal one on my other pillow because I do like the other one, and I don't really want like a matching set, you know. So in this box I'm confused. Hang on. Is this just... I thought this came with the bars. Oh my god, this is just the freaking sheet. Oh, wait. Oh, I can put it... Ooh. Okay, so I can still do this. So I bought like a little canopy sheet thing. That's my food. I bought a little canopy. I can hang it from my ceiling, but the only issue is I don't think I can reach my ceiling. We'll have to see. I might have to buy a step ladder because I do not already have a pre-existing canopy. I thought it was going to come with the bars, if I'm going to be honest. You use the hook and anchors to drape your canopy over your bed. I can do that. That's fine. Again, I just need to like get the thing to drape it. The other thing I got is this book. I've been wanting to get it. It is, I've heard a lot about it. I've heard that it is very good. So I got it. Ooh. And it's just a plain yellow cover underneath the thingy. But yeah. I've been wanting this book for a hot minute. It's been a minute since I've wanted it. I've wanted it since it came out. I ended up getting the hardcover. I probably shouldn't. I like my soft covers. But that is it for the Amazon delivery. Oh, and I got 2 more of my of my window decals, so I need to put those up. I was gonna do it today, but I had a call earlier that ran over. I might still do it, but there's a lot of people outside right now. Maybe I'll do it, not right now, but like after I eat, or maybe just tomorrow, and I'll just measure these out so that I can just stick them up tomorrow instead of like having to stick them up and
put them up, or not stick them up. I'd have to measure them and stick them up, you know? Maybe that's the plan. I don't know, but I'm making lunch because I'm very hungry. I've not eaten yet today. I am having pizza rolls and chicken nuggets, and I think I'm going to make some ramen as well to put the chicken in, because I had ramen last night and I put my chicken in it and I put ketchup in it and it was so good. It was so good. It was such a good poor person meal. But anyway, I'm gonna go for now. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Hello once again. This is me putting up the second window decal. So here I am just taking down the little sheet that I had over my window. The reason for that, by the way, is because I do have sheer curtains, and I think I've mentioned this before, but the neighborhood kids like to watch me through my window, and I wanted to see my window decal, the one that's already up, so I hung the sheet up and had it folded to cover that window for this last month so that I could still look at my window decal and open my windows, but like still have my privacy. And I didn't want to get like a curtain specifically for that, and I had a flat sheet that was fine. Plus the white flat sheet looked okay with it, you know, like it wasn't anything incredible, but it wasn't terrible either. So I just dealt with it for the month, you know, because these window decals are expensive. They are $25 each. All 4 of those window decals are $100. Yeah. The price you pay to have a pretty living space. But these were worth it because, again, it's not only, you know, really brightening up my living space, but it's also providing me a lot of privacy. I do live on the first floor in a not so incredible neighborhood, as well as the children, again, looking in at me all day and night. Well, all day. And it was just, it felt so weird and like, I don't want to say dehumanizing, but it felt a little dehumanizing because it just, it felt so weird. It felt so weird to just be stared at all day by the kids. And like, again, I know they're just curious, and I know that they're just kids, and I know it's nothing weird, but it still felt so odd, especially when it kept happening. Like when I first moved in, I was like, no, I get it. Like they're just scoping out the new neighbor. They don't know what's going on. They're just kids, whatever. But then it kept happening, and it was happening every time I opened my windows, and it got to the point where I stopped opening my blinds altogether. And it was depressing. I wanted light. I wanted natural light in my living room. And while these do block out a lot of natural light, they still give a good amount of natural light, you know? And again, they're pretty. They are so pretty. It's like I have a little painting in my living room now, and the view is much better. I'm not staring at the parking lot all day. And fun fact, there is a very, very, very tiny slit that I cannot fix that is between the 2 decals, and I can look between that and see if there's anybody in the parking lot, or see if the neighbor that I have has his dogs outside because he likes to put them unleashed in the back of his car. So I can use that little tiny slit that you can't see in unless you're right up against the window. And it's too high up for the kids, so if anybody's looking into that window, it is an adult, and they should not be looking in my window anyway. But next month I plan to get a doorbell camera and have that, and get like the little apartment door thingy so that I can have it out there so that if anybody is looking in my window, I can see it. But this is it finished. I'm just putting my little string lights back down, and I'm going to show you guys a little view of it, and here that is. It is so nice. Please don't mind my mess, but it is so nice. It just looks so good, and it makes the room look so much better, and it looks good with my green curtains.
Hey guys, today is Wednesday, October 5th. It is 7:21 p.m. and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. So for a lot of you who probably don't know, because I don't really talk about this stuff that much, I am not in contact with my parents. I have a very rough history with them, and they were not good to me to any extent. And that's putting it very lightly. That is me trying to not trauma dump on YouTube. We don't have a good history, and it resulted in in me severing ties with them multiple times in the past. I've tried to talk to them, I have tried to reconcile in the past, and my attempts were denied, and my pleas had fallen on deaf ears. I was not listened to. If anything, I was ignored, and I was pretty much kicked out of the family. I recently decided through therapy that I wanted to reach out to my parents, both of them individually, and speak to them about the things they had done and enabled. So originally I was just going to reach out to my dad, and because he is the bigger offender, so I was going to just reach out to him. That was my original plan, that I was just going to reach out to him and talk to him only, because I didn't entirely care to speak to my mother. But I decided through procrastination to contact my mom first, and I did. And I wanted to share a little bit about that experience. I am very much of the opinion that if you are comfortable and ready having conversations like this with somebody who has hurt you to the extent that my parents have, and again, I'm not going to get into it, at least not today, but I reached out to my mom and I said, hey, we need to have a conversation. Let me pull it up. I can't find the messages quickly enough, but I reached out to her and I said, I would like to talk to you, but not tonight. I want to interact with you tomorrow about this. And her and I kept chatting, and she said, do you want to just call me tonight, or does it need to be tomorrow? And I said, well, I don't know. Are you emotionally available to have a difficult conversation with me right now? And she was like, well, when you put it like that, no. How about we do it tomorrow? I will get myself in a headspace to communicate with you. And while her responses sound very nice and cordial, and they sound very mature, this is how she is. This is how she acts when I first enter her life again after a long period of time of her being cut off. So I know it's not growth. I still know it's not growth. So we chatted a little bit. I wanted to keep the tension broken. I didn't want any tension to build, so I kept chatting with her. And then the next day, we had our phone call around 12:30 when we said we would, because I said 12:30 or 1, somewhere in there. And she said she was ready about 12:30. I had my script written, and pulling it up right now. So I started this conversation because I wanted to see how she would react. I wanted to see how she would behave. And I wanted to see if she would get defensive, get aggressive, despite me coming to her in the tone I'm speaking with you guys right now, which to me, it was rude. Which to me, this is a very calm way of speaking to somebody. I did get firm with her on occasion, but I never yelled at her. Normally, when we have these discussions, there's yelling, there's fighting, and that is the biggest reason why I reached out to her, because I wanted to see if she would get defensive even without me coming at her, you know? So I told her that I know what happened. I know the truth. And let me put a pin in that real quick. For context, she always would say, that is your truth, but that is not the truth. That was something she would always use against me. So, which is why I made it clear in my opening statement that this is the truth. I know the truth, and I know what happened. I know what's been going on, and I don't need you to defend yourself or your actions, and I don't need you to defend him and his actions. I don't want it. I made that very clear in my opening statement. And while the call went well, there was no yelling. We didn't yell at each other. The worst that happened was she would derail and focus on things that didn't matter. And I kept having to pull us back on track and be like, that doesn't matter. That isn't part of this conversation. That doesn't relate to what we're talking about. We need to get back on track. That is the extent of firm. I would say it more firm, but you know what I mean. I'd be like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I left that call feeling good. I left that call feeling really good. I felt like she had listened to me. I felt good about it. But then I listened back to it because yes, I recorded that call. I record all of my interactions with them because they gaslight me so much. They gaslight me so much. They lie so much. They manipulate me so much. So I feel like to protect myself and to protect my sanity, frankly, those calls and interactions need to be recorded. Otherwise, they could just say anything happened. So I listened back to the call, and it was condescending. She was scoffing and sighing through the whole thing. She was being very inappropriate. She was burping through most of it. And while I can understand that that is a normal bodily function, it was like very loud, inappropriate belches while I'm speaking of my worst trauma to her and trying to open up to her about that, as well as her yawning or doing substances while on the call with me. It was a plethora of things that were happening during that call that just were blatant disrespect for what I was speaking to her about. And she kept questioning every memory I had. She kept questioning every one of my stories, insisting that I was forgetting details, that I was mixing details up with other things that had happened and like pinning it on him, when that's not the case at all. So I have been mulling that over, and I was planning to cut her off, and I still am. Just later. I'm getting a lot of information right now, and it's putting a lot of pieces together. She often will accuse me of not knowing my timelines and not knowing things about my past, and will accuse me of mixing things up. Meanwhile, just tonight alone, just from chatting with her for a little bit, I've had to correct her twice about timelines. And it's eye-opening getting to speak with them with this lens, seeing them in the way that I see them now, my parents, and getting to speak to them. It's eye-opening. It's making me put a lot of pieces together. It's making me realize a lot of things that I had never realized before. And this is really good that I am seeing these things. I plan to speak to my dad. I don't know when. He's avoiding me. But he did contact me this morning. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I messaged him this morning. And I said, hey, I would like to talk. And then I sent him another message later saying if I said, I'm available whenever you are today, except for 12 to 1 p.m. because I had therapy. And he messages me back saying, please give me a few days to process. We haven't heard from you in a really long time, and when you left in early 2021, you explicitly asked us to never contact you again. So while I love you and I'm not opposed to being a part of your healing process, I don't know what I can really offer you except a path in moving forward, but honestly, I have no idea what that even looks like. And I said, you can offer the truth and giving me clarity to benefit my healing process. I'm fine with you taking a couple of days to process, but I just wanted you to communicate that. All I want from you is to answer one question with the most honesty you can. That is my only request. And after speaking with a couple of close friends about that conversation that I had with him and having all of the issues that I have with how he responded to me, it comes off. Again, the surface is nice. That is a very nice message. However, given our history, given his history of manipulation over the last 25 years I've ever known him, this just tells me that he is trying to catch me off guard. He is trying to make me uncomfortable on purpose so that I am not so firm and so that I get not riled up, but so I get uncomfortable and want to back down. He wants to put me back into the position of being a child so that he can have the upper hand, but I am not giving that to him. He has had the upper hand for my entire life, and it is my turn to have the upper hand. I don't know if I will be posting this clip. If I do, cool, awesome. But these vlogs aren't really for others. They're more to document my experiences, and this is something that has been really heavy on my mind. And something that while I don't want to talk about online in case these vlogs get more traction at some point in my life, I don't want heavier stuff to be lingering around online. I have had my heavier stuff online in the past, and it's never good. But I do want to open up about certain aspects, such as this stuff. I don't want to be beaten down again. Sorry, there's a gnat. I don't want to be put in a position where I am the one that is scared, that is fearful, that is pinned into or cornered and made to be seen as crazy, because my parents, my dad specifically, likes to trigger me to the point of screaming and having a full-blown panic attack, and then he likes to stay calm. And he likes to say, wow, God, you're being so crazy. How do you expect me to be able to believe you or talk to you? This is what I mean. I want that. Because frankly, an innocent man would not scream and cry and throw up. Frankly. An innocent man would know better. He would not freak out. He would not hide behind his wife. He would communicate. An innocent man will not act the way that he acts because he relies so heavily on manipulating people and lying in order to get a point across. It was very rude. I know better. I know better. But anyway, like I said, I don't know if I will be including this clip. I don't know if this is something I want online. I want to talk about my experiences, and I want to talk about things that are happening to me, and I want to document my life. And this is such a big aspect of my life, but putting it online is difficult because you don't know who's seeing it. You don't know you don't know. That's the thing. Hey guys, today, oh my god, today is Friday, October 7th. It is 12:38 p.m. and I'm sick. I've not been sick since 2019. So it's not bad, but it's dreadful. My throat feels weird and swollen, but like I can breathe fine, but talking is weird. Like it's hard to talk. So I won't be on here long. But I just wanted to say hello. I don't have a fever or anything. I don't think it's COVID, but we'll see.
Hello guys. Today is Tuesday, October 11th, and I just wanted to pop in while I'm editing and say I am no longer sick. I feel fine, and enjoy this little animation and the bonus at the end of this vlog.
Hungry? Yeah. Hungry? Yeah? Finn? Oh god, hello. Finn? Dinner? Is that all? No? No, Finn. Oh, okay. What was that? Oh, is that right? Thank you. Finny, are you being stubborn? What do we say? Okay, thank you. Come on, one more time. Yeah? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay. Alright, handsome. Alright, what do we say? Thank you. So polite. Finny. Oh, thank you. We're being very vocal tonight, aren't we? Yeah? Hi, handsome. Finny, are you hungry? Yeah? Are you hungry? No, just one? Okay, that's it. Finny. Finn? What do we say? Yeah? Okay, there you go. Finn, are you hungry? Yeah? Yeah? Dinner time? Finny? Are you hungry? Yeah? Is that right? Okay, just one. Okay. Yeah? Hungry? Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Are you hungry? Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh? Hungry? Okay. Still peeping? Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. Dinner is served. Step on the cord. He has a placemat like a person. Are you hungry? Oh my god. Hungry? Finny. Okay. Hungry? Are you hungry? Finny. Oh my god. Hungry? Yeah? Dinner? Dinner.